competitive advantages for attention agency are, well, some of them are our strategies. So we have KPIs that we have throughout the funnel. So it's not just your CPA that we're looking at. We're looking at KPIs all throughout. If your CPMs are too high or if your add to carts are low, we're going to be able to see all these indications to determine whether we're going to succeed very quickly, and then advise you, hey, okay, something changed on the 10th. We should be seeing more add to carts. Let's review maybe something had happened, or holding ourselves accountable for the type of click-throughs we want to see. So maybe we can optimize towards better ad copy. All the things that we're doing throughout the ad buy process are not just held to quality standards, but we're looking to KPIs throughout the funnel, and everything's systematic. So every account isn't set up crazy different. It's that we're monitoring our strategies closely based on indicators that we see all throughout. So it allows us to have some level of control, so that if there's variations that happen, we notice them quickly and nip them in the bud fast as well. Remove the systematic approach towards the way we split test, the way we analyze data that's coming in, not just conversions, helps us maintain the quality, because the efforts we're making over all accounts have a consistent theme. That's the reason that we're not going in B2B or doing some sort of service side of the business. Lead gen forms a lot. We have a couple clients like that, sure, but we're looking for D2C brands because our strategy is most appropriate for D2C brands. And it's much more likely that we're going to succeed with our systematic process of analyzing, uploading, strategizing, optimizing with D2C brands than any other kind. So that's definitely a competitive advantage for us. That point of making sure that we're being thorough and looking it goes towards an analysis as a competitive advantage as well. We're trying to be a trusted partner. We're attention agency wants to be your partner. We don't want to be some hired hand third party that doesn't have a connection with your business. We want to understand all your products intimately. We want to know when the releases are coming out. We even put us on the sales calls internally, or the marketing meeting calls internally. No problem. We'd love it, because we're trying to make sure we do everything we can possibly do and be totally aware of what's going on with the company as a part of your team, not a third-party hired hand. That's what we're shooting for. We want clients that want that. We want to have high-level conversations and detailed conversations about what's happening on the back end. Why does this data look like this? If churn went up, let's talk about what we changed maybe in the ads that could have affected that, or what you changed on your website that could be affecting that as well. It's much more than just talking about only PPC. It's about the strategy for the whole company and what we all can do to help make more money for them. So it's much more of a partnership that we're looking for than distant party. And that's a big point, because if you've got somebody who's working for you as a hired hand that has that mindset, they're going to do their job and move on. Whereas that is not the way that we're handling problems. As mentioned, we'll talk with you about the website. We'll talk to you about inventory. We'll look to what maybe caused the churn. We're looking at everything we can possibly look at to make sure that you're making more money, because our job is not ever over. It's always improving, always dealing with an issue that comes up, always working with the client to help improve. So it's really important that they understand that it's not like you're hiring us for PPC, we're gonna load the ads and optimize them, and that's it. No, we're gonna be having conversations about your website. We're gonna be saying, you really need to optimize your PDP, you need to add something here or there to try and get the conversion rate up. This would be really helpful if you added this kind of pop-up, all that kind of stuff. The last point is that our company identifies problems and provides solutions. So things do come up. This isn't a perfect business. Facebook and Google change their algorithm, ad distribution, iOS update, things change, right? But it's really important for a partner, as we said, to have the mindset that we are going to work to solve the problem, not here's what's going on, I don't know what we're gonna do. If we don't know, we'll tell you that, but it's not gonna last long, because we're gonna get a plan together where we can solve the problem. So understanding that the partner you're hiring here has the philosophy in that we're not just going to set it and forget it. We're constantly working on the account, in the account, and with you to make sure that things are running smoothly and fixed if a problem's identified. Yeah, if I had to choose one word, it'd be probably reliable, in that you can rely on us to provide you information if you ask for it or look deeply into something if we need to. It's a very thorough way of managing the account. Something worth noting in the process of communicating with a client that's thinking about onboarding is the way that we pay the members of the team. Everybody at the company is on commission, every single person. And it's not a mistake that we've done that. We did it voluntarily. After hiring people, we added the commission structure in for those staff members that were there before, because we wanted them to be incentivized to do a great job. And we've tweaked our strategies over the past, because we didn't really notice, like as an example, we want to make sure that people are benefiting if they go above and beyond. So we've even tweaked the commission structures to incentivize them to work harder. But if I do a really great job at these emails and their revenue goes way up, well, if their revenue goes way up, I might spend more on PPC, and then they might send more emails. So now everybody's making more money because they're all on commission. So that's the mindset, is that there's a vested interest in the success of your company amongst everybody. No one's on a flat fee. It's kind of like, again, the set it and forget it type of mentality. No one's checking in and out. The success of your company directly impacts each person at our company, and people work that way. They're going above and beyond, often working very hard on accounts, harder than I expect many times, because they want to succeed for themselves. And the brand is the catalyst to that. So we feel like we've done a really good job of making sure that the pieces are in place to keep everybody engaged, which could be a real challenge if you feel like there's not a future for you at the company or something like that. So we've combated that really well, and very proud of the way that system has developed the motivation to do really great for clients. That is definitely a differentiating factor for sure. It's also worth mentioning that our mindset on workload is really top of mind. So we're not trying to flood account managers with accounts. Yes, there's hot and cold moments, like we've all of a sudden signed 4 or 5 clients. Whoa, we got to put these accounts somewhere, so the account managers have them. Maybe they're overworked, but it's not that they're going to be overworked and no help is coming. We'll immediately start the process of bringing somebody else in to assist them in the process. And the same thing with the media buy team. We're trying to hire the best possible people we can find, and we're trying to make sure that everybody is working at a capacity that allows them to do their best work, so that the clients will stay with us for a long time. That's been the key for us, is keeping clients really happy through excellent, very thorough work, and you just can't do that if you're overworked. Now, with the commission mindset, it's also important that people do well on clients, right? If they don't do a good job, the client's not going to grow, they're not going to make more money. So it's incentivizing for them to do well, but we also need to make sure that they're able to do their best work on the accounts. So as our company is relatively boutique size now, it's growing very fast, but it's been throttled by our decisions to only hire the best possible people. We looked for 6 months for a Facebook buyer recently, and 8 months for other team members. So we're very picky and very conscious of making sure that people are happy here, they're not overworked, they're doing their best work, and they're motivated to continuing to do that. It's really important that the clients understand our interest in making sure the people that work here have a good emotional relationship with the company, because that allows them the freedom to do their best work and feel motivated and enjoy the process of working hard for a client that succeeds. We've seen agencies in the past that put 20 Facebook accounts on some media buyer, and it's impossible to do a good job with that. I've talked time and time again to agencies that go ahead and put 25 accounts on an account manager, and these are the reasons that things don't get done week after week. So we've developed proprietary point systems based on time and spend and revenue and tasks completed for clients to help us develop decision-making a process that allows us the knowledge of knowing when it's time to bring somebody else in, so that we can maintain quality. It's all about maintaining the quality of work in this industry that's so unbelievably tumultuous. We have managed to maintain many clients for multiple years. That is not something that other agencies have done. They're very focused on new business, onboarding clients that are new, bringing new revenue in, and not worrying about churn because they're signing long contracts. Now, we can't do that. We will never do that because we have month-to-month contracts. We can't have that mindset. Our mindset must be maintaining quality for fear of losing the accounts.